Welcome back, witches, for another day of Vlogtober. As you can see here, we have witchy planners for 2025. And this is actually going to be two parts because there's even more than what is pictured here. This is just the Llewellyn stack. So every year, Llewellyn has a whole mix that they put out and they each have different themes. So I figured we'd go through those in one. And then in another video, we will do part 2 of options that do not come from Llewellyn, which is a publishing house in case you didn't know that. So let's get started, and I'm going to go from some of the more specific ones to some of the more broad ones. First up, we have the Sun Sign book, which is all about, as you can see here, horoscopes for success. And here's what the contents look like. So if you are very much into astrology and your sun sign, then this would be the book for you because it has the forecast for the year all about each sign. So you have, starting with Aries, all about how Aries' personality is and interacts with the world, and then the year ahead for Aries, and then it goes into the months. And then into the next sign. So we've got all the different signs here. And then you have some index pages at the back just to chat about astrology and how your birth chart is affected and the different planets and the effects that they have on you. So this is more of an almanac year overview than a daily planner to write in. So this would be ideal for anyone who is very much into horoscopes, likes the yearly overview, possibly does readings for other people so you can see what is going on for the different signs, but it's very interesting information in here. Another one that is similar in that it's got more information and less of a planner to write things in is the Witch's Companion. And as you can see, this is mostly articles about different types of witchcraft. So as you can see, there's a lot of different articles, different spells that you can do that would apply to the upcoming year and things that are going on, in our world currently. And then at the end here, you've got this little calendar and moons section. So it's got each month here, so much smaller space to write and track things, but it does have the moon phases and things. So if all you need is a monthly overview, this might be a nice option if you would rather just have the list of moons, don't need to write a lot, and instead would prefer more information and just witchcraft learning. This would be a great option for you. I believe these two almanacs are set up similarly to that as well, where it is more information about witchcraft and spells for the year than it is about the particular dates and having space to write. So let's start with this one, which is the Herbal almanac for the year. So if you are a green witch, you're into herbalism, this would be the one for you. So we've got the contents here, so you can see the overview: growing and gathering, cooking, health and beauty, DIY and crafts, plant profiles, and gardening resources. And you can see it's set up in the same way as the last one, where you have a lot of these articles that provide useful information that's kind of based on what's going on in the year ahead. Yeah, I found this one particularly interesting. I love pizza. But lots of recipes and great ways to use this. I thought the themed garden plan was a lot of fun too. Planning your own 2025 garden, and then some space for notes on what you are going to be planting. And you can see here that it does have the little calendar with the moon phases there to help you. And you also have the moon phase planting guide. So great almanac option if you are into green witchcraft. If you instead live your year by the Sabbats and the wheel of the year, then this would be the one for you. And I know a lot of people are interested in Sabbat guides and just having general ideas of like recipes and crafts and things to celebrate each one. So this would be a great option for that. So here is the contents overview, and this one does start with Samhain of this year. So it runs, from Witch's New Year. So this would be a good one to pick up right now if that's what you are interested in. And these do come out in the summer, so this has been out for a couple of months. And these do go along with what is actually happening in the sky at the moment. So it does have that accurate astrological guide in here. And lots of different recipe ideas, craft ideas, rituals. And then you get a notes page before it heads into the next Sabbat. So again, if you are a wheel of the year type of person, this is the one for you. I'll pop this one in here now. This is a smaller size, as you can see, compared to the other books. This is the pocket planner. So this is just the astrological guide. If you need to know what's going on with the sun, the moon, the planets, and just need that quick information for your spell work, then this would be the option for you. It does have small spaces for each of the dates. So if you do need to note things down in here, you can, but probably not, like a daily use planner where you're writing down your whole to-do list. But if you just want to, track your spells, a little bit of your witchcraft, then this would be a good option because it's got all of the moon phases, exactly when they are moving around and everything. And it is obviously small size, so easy to carry everywhere with you. So these are always pretty straightforward. Now we have some more traditional date books, like planner types that have space to write things down. There is the daily planetary guide. There is the moon sign date book. And then there is the witch's date book. This tends to be one of the most popular options. So let's start with the planetary guide here. You've got your contents page here, and as you can see, it just tells you everything that's going on up in the sky. So eclipse, moons, retrogrades, and then you get into your calendars. So you've got some introductory pages here, so you can do some learning. And then you have weekly forecasts of what is going on with the planets and everything up there, so how it's affecting what's going on down here. And then it has some tips to work with those energies to make it a fantastic week. There are some witchy articles in here as well. And then you get into your calendar pages. So they look similar to the pocket planner, just a little bit bigger size. But it's still got all of that information. So if you are an astrology lover, this would be the one for you. For me, this is too much information. I don't work with all of those things, so I don't need all of that information. But if you are into all of that astrology, then you have it all at your fingertips every day. Know exactly what's going on. You do have monthly pages at the back here. And some tables to help you out as well. Before you get into these blank pages where you can fill out your own birth chart, and some blank note pages at the back. Similar to that is the moon sign date book. obviously just more of a focus on moons rather than all of the planets and sun that's going on. So we've got some moon article information before we jump into the months. So you have the month overview page, and then you get into these similar setups, but as you can see, there's a lot less information. You just have what is going on with the moon rather than all of the different planets. And then you head into the next month. So if you are doing your witchcraft by moon signs, then this would be ideal for you because you have every single phase and then what sign it is in during that phase. And at the back, a little more information about the moon and working with different moon phases before you get some notes pages. And then we have the Witch's Date book, which is one of their most popular options. So you've got the overview here. Let's see the contents pages. So to start out, you have some year overview information. You've got the numerology. And some fun witchy articles before you get into the months. So like the last one, we've got the month overview, and then we get these similar boxes to track everything in. And it is similar to the moon one where you have what's going on with the moon phases and what signs they're in, but you also have the color of the day. And then you have little articles or special information each week. So you've got recipes, you've got information for the full moons, sigils, other holidays, so as you can see, it's a more simple setup than some of the deeper dive books where it's just a ton of information on a specialty topic. This is just sort of easier to digest, one small little thing each week. Just as an easy way to learn some information and know what's going on with the full moon or any holidays that are coming up. And I know a lot of people love the recipes that are included in here. For those of you who like a date book, like to know what's going on with the Sabbats, the colors of the day, the moon phases, and also like a spiral bound and a way to write down information, this would be a great option. And the last two for the Llewellyn guides. These are two of my personal favorites. These are more almanac style than being able to write things down, but we have the spell a day and the magical almanac. So let's start with the spell a day, which is exactly what it sounds like. You've got a couple of beginner information articles up at the front before it heads into each month, and then each day has a spell. They are always a whole mix of them, and they are different every year. Sometimes they go along with the day's energy, the month's energy, Sabbats that are going on, and sometimes they will just be completely random. But it does give you the color of the day, the incense of the day, what's going on with the moon, you know, what phase it's in and what sign it's in. And it does have all types of spells, so love spells, money spells, luck, protection, all kinds of things in here. So I love these because they always have so many different ideas. But as you can see, it is more about the spell than having any room to track things in a traditional planner. But that's ideal if you are more of a digital planner and tracker anyway, and would rather have spell ideas. Then this would be a better option for you. Some of them are just energy spells. Some of them will require supplies. As I looked through here, I don't think there are any that are too difficult or have any ingredients that are going to be completely hard to find or impossible to replace with something else. So you don't need to have a ton of supplies or be very advanced in your witchcraft to be able to do these. So again, if you like that spell a day information, then this would be an ideal one for you. My personal favorite is always the Magical Almanac that's got the practical magic for everyday living. So this one is divided up into the elements. It has articles about each of the elements and different types of magic. And then in the center, you can see where it's got these gray edges, is the almanac and monthly pages. As you can see, you've got a ton of different articles in here, each a few pages, just to give you an overview on the topic and how you can apply it to your witchcraft this year. And then in the middle section here is where you get the almanac information. So you have the overview of the Sabbats and full moons, solar and lunar eclipses, the forecast for the year, and then for each month. So it's got the information about the numerology and what the energy will be like for each month. And then you get into each month separately, and it goes day by day. So again, you have the information about the moon sign, the incense of the day, the color of the day, any holidays that are going on. But no space to write in this one. It's just giving you each day. So again, if you've got a different type of planner that you use and are just interested in this basic information, incense, color, holidays, moon, then this is a great option and has tons of articles to be able to learn about a couple of different witchy topics. So I personally love this one because it is got the information. I mean, this is so easy to reference each day and pull out quick in the morning, flip to the right page. Very simple. I just keep a bookmark on whatever week it is. And then the information in here is always super useful, usually introduces me to new authors. And they're just enough, the articles, to learn about something and then give, more detail and further information if I want to go look it up. And they are different every year. So I always find myself learning something new from these. So those are all of the Llewellyn ones that they have this mix every year. So many different ones for you to look through. So do let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. And then in another episode, we are going to get into some of the other witchy planners that are out there that you can get that are much more planner type. So if you are writing things down every single day and you are a paper planner type of person and want to carry it with you and do a whole to-do list and everything else besides just the witchcraft and sort of knowing what's going on with the moon phases and the holidays and things, we will absolutely get into those as well. So for now, let's jump into the giveaway. Giveaway is going to be any one of the ones that I just went through. Let me know down below in the comments which one is your favorite. So the winner will be selected. I will put the comments into a random number generator, and that will pull the winner, and I will contact you responding to your comment and letting you know where you can email me so I can get your address and I will ship it out to you. So just let me know which one is your favorite and you can win it. So I hope you enjoyed this part 1, and I will be back for part 2 for another day of Vlogtober.